G'day guys, I'm Dan and this is Roxanne, my VW Amarok. Well, I've been meaning to make a little rundown video of the rig for quite some time. I've just had some extra goodies installed on it, so I thought now is the perfect time. So let's get to it. So it's a 2017 Volkswagen Amarok. It is the 4-cylinder. I've had it for about 4 years and I bought it new, so I've done all of this stuff to it over quite some time and I absolutely love it. So I'll pop the bonnet now and show you under there, and I think we'll work our way backwards. Right, so under the bonnet, not that much has changed from factory that you can see. I have had the engine tuned, which has been awesome. It's given it a lot more power and I think it just improves reliability in the long run. I have added a secondary fuel filter kit and oil catch can along with some breathers and a safari snorkel. So yeah, not that much to see under there, but it runs like a dream. So the front of Roxanne has had a bit of a facelift as of a couple of weeks ago, thanks to the legends at Ironman 4-wheel drive. I have added their deluxe commercial bull bar along with a 12,000 pound winch and their LED spotties. I think it looks the goods. Not much else at the front, just the Uniden UHF antenna. And then let's start working our way backwards. What am I going to do now? I'll talk suspension. So suspension, I'm running a 35 40mm lift all round. I'm running Bilstein shocks in the front and the back with some H&R coils in the front and some 500 kilo leaf springs in the rear. Rides pretty well. Wheels and tires, I'm running fuel vector rims. There's not a whole lot of nice looking rims available for Amaroks, and these are the most common, but they also look the best, so love those. Tires, I'm running 285 70/17 Falcon Wild Peak all-terrains. I've done about 50 odd thousand Ks on these in the last 18 months and haven't had one puncture, and they're wearing really well, so loving those and definitely recommend them. Working backwards, Ironman steel side steps, like I said, just added those with the bull bar last week. So yeah, I think they look good. We might head inside the car now. Alright, so inside the car, there's really not that much to show you here. Just running a Uniden UHF radio. I've got an iDrive and quad lock phone mount. Other than that, it's pretty standard in here. So in the back of the car, I've taken the rear seats out and I've built a custom platform to run some extra storage, things like wardrobe, and I've got a little storage box at the back as well. So storage there, it's just a platform, and then this is my wardrobe. So I am living out of it at the moment, so this is how it looks 99% of the time. But yeah, drawers there, I think they're Big W or Kmart specials. Yeah, works really well. Hat storage at the top, pretty standard, very common. But yeah, taking the back seats out is definitely a bit of a game changer with storage. And I've just got the exact same on the other side for my partner Viz. As you can see, she's got her side and I've got my side. So yeah, that's the interior of the car done, and now we'll move on to the back. So moving towards the rear of the car, I've just added the Ironman steel protection step with integrated tow bar, which I think is awesome, love it. Not much else externally. I reckon it's time to move into the canopy. So canopy wise, I'm running a RSI Smart Canopy Evo. I love it, and I've decked it out inside, so I'll show you that now. Alright, so inside the canopy I'm running drifter drawers. They're the full length of the tub, and they're actually the tradesman height, so you get a bit of extra storage in them, which is great. It's also got the drifter incorporated table here, which is so good. You can use it as a bench just like that, or take it out and run it as a full table. I use it a lot. I sometimes just put my laptop here and I use it as a bit of a stand-up desk, which is awesome. But yeah, two big drifter drawers. In this side, a little bit heavy to pull out because I'm on a hill, but yeah, in this side in the top here, I run sort of cooking utensils, some other knickknacks. And then this section is my pantry section, which carries most of the food. Unless it doesn't fit, then it gets thrown around the place. That one's pots and pans and all that sort of stuff. And then at the back is recovery gear and all the tools, etc. So that's one of the drawers. And then in the other one, so it's just got more stuff, camping stuff, fruit and veg, just all the other everyday bits and pieces that you need at camp. Cooker lives in there, etc. What else? Then moving on to the fridge, I'm just running a Engel 40-litre fridge on a drop or tilt slide, which works well. I'll show you that. Very good. So that's the fridge. Towards the front of the canopy, I've got a 45-litre water tank, and I've got that plumbed into a 12-volt pump with a hose that runs down the side here, which I'll show you. If I turn the switch on, we then have water. Love it. Perfect when you're at campsites like this for a quick little shower. Yeah, so that's water. And then here we've got the Victron battery manager and some switches for some lights that are inside the canopy, a work light on the side of the roof rack, and then the water pump, which I just showed you. A couple of sockets, USB sockets, cigarette lighter sockets, all that standard stuff. If we move around to this side of the canopy, we'll pop this side open. This is the electrical side, I guess you could say. I have done a rundown of my 12-volt setup in a previous video, which I'll link below, so you can check that out. But basically, at the top of the drawers, it's hidden so I can't show you, I'm running a 150 amp hour AGM deep cycle battery. I will go lithium when this one dies, but it's been fine so far. I'm running a Redarc BCDC 1240D smart charger with a 2000 watt Redarc inverter. Works awesome. I use that to keep all my camera equipment charged, along with running the good old pod machine, which you can see lives there. Also run a toaster on it pretty regularly, and yeah, love it. But yeah, I've built this little storage box here, which the coffee machine and toaster all lives in there when we're on the move, and then up here for quick access when out camping like we are. So yeah, that's inside the canopy. And then solar wise, I just run a Redarc solar blanket, which you can see it's out at the moment. So that's just a 160 watt panel, which honestly, it works perfectly. I am always able to top up the battery when I'm out at camp for, you know, long periods of time. I've been at this camp for 3 days straight, charging cameras every day, running the coffee machine, toaster, and yeah, it gets me back up to 100% every single day, as long as there's sun. Yeah, so that's the canopy, I'm pretty sure. If you've got any other questions, let me know. I'm just keeping this video pretty raw and simple because, I mean, I am living out of it at the moment, and yeah, it is what it is, so it's not polished. So yeah, that's the canopy. Now we'll move on to the living quarters. All right, so I'm running the Rhino Rack 270-degree batwing awning. That thing's been great. I love it. As you would have seen in some of my other videos, I do a lot of my cooking on the tailgate section of the car. So having that shade or protection from the rain, whatever, over the tailgate is a game changer. Yeah, love that. Rooftop tent. I'm running a auto home rooftop tent. It's the Columbus variant model. I've been running that for 2.5, 3 years now, and you know, I've been living out of this thing for the best part of the last 18 months, day in, day out, and I sleep like an absolute baby up there. That tent is awesome. They're an Italian company, been around for years and years and years and years. They're pretty lightweight for what they are and super comfortable. So yeah, auto home rooftop tent, love that. The tent and awning are sitting on Rhino roof racks, pretty standard. And then on the front here, I'm running a Pioneer tray, which just houses other stuff like the Max Tracks, and I can chuck some firewood up there and whatever else is needed. Also on top of the tent, you can see I'm also running some Rhino racks on top of that, which houses my surfboard, which is great because I can still, you know, use the tent as normal and leave the surfboard up there. I don't have to take it down when I pop the tent and whatever. It all just stays straight up there. So it's awesome. All right, well, I think that wraps up most of it. If you've got any other questions, or if you think I've skipped a couple of bits, just send me a message or whatever. I'm happy to answer any questions. But like I said, I just wanted to keep this real simple, very quick rundown. And if you want me to go in depth on anything else, just let me know. But yeah, this is my setup. I've been living out it for the last 18 months, pretty much full time, a couple of breaks in between. It's very livable, very comfortable, quiet and smooth on the road, and very practical at camp. You know, the idea of it all for me is to have everything at ease and just simple, accessible, all the rest of it. So that's what makes it, you know, a lot more enjoyable and convenient to live on the road full time. So yeah, that's Roxanne, my VW Amarok. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.